What's up, Trios Tribe? Bringing you guys another Digimon BT11 or 12 video. This time we got Beelzemon versus Greymon with Greymon going first. This is like the new I think it's like the new merged BlackWarGreymon hybrid that people have been playing. I think did it win or did it top a recent event? I don't know. Personally, I have a personal vendetta against BlackWarGreymon. I think that deck is disgusting. Hades Force should have never been printed. But it is what it is. I think that I despise that deck on the same level as I despise like D Reaper or something. It's just not fun to play against ever. Beelzemon's gonna go into level 3. I imagine he's gonna be able to refund all the memory. He hasn't done the Iron Mako yet, so that's 1, and then he mills the full star cluster or whatever for an extra memory. Mills an Impmon, gets a Rival's Barrage, and then he's gonna swing. That's a risky swing. He's gonna stack the top, Yamon for 2 more, get an Impmon off of that mill. Not bad. Okay, and it was an Agumon, so risk avoided. Nice. He's going to Digivolve for 4. He's gonna gain 1 back. He gets 2 more memory. Oh my god. That's so tilting. Jesus Christ, that's so tilting. So we're gonna X antibody. We're gonna swing. We're gonna raid. Oh, he's gonna raid into the Impmon. Okay, and then okay, sure. I feel like he should have just swung into the Beelzemon and trade. But especially since he didn't get a tamer for that raid attack. But whatever, I guess. And he's just gonna pass. So he hasn't have a level 6. Oh no, that's depressing. I mean, we're still sitting at a 12 versus a 12, so like his stack is technically safe, but the fact that that's so depressing. The fact that I feel like he should have just traded. Oh, and then we're gonna go to Build X, trash 2? No, trash 1. And then he swung for the check. 2 checks because it was the starter deck Impmon or Beelzemon. And we get a Yuga out of it, so we're not getting choked anymore, thankfully. But memory setters are so busted. I think people need to just play more memory setters. Like that turn a few turns ago where Beelzemon Digivolved for 4 and then actually ended up putting him to 1 because of memory gains. Like your memory setter would have set you back to 3 anyway, completely wasting value from the Beelzemon, which just puts you ahead. But such is life. Such is life. And we just got a full stack of everything on the board here. Jesus. Do we have level 6? We need to see level 6. If we don't see level 6, it's over. Okay, come on, level 6. No, he would have digivolved already. So we don't have 6. He's gonna Hades Force. He's gonna pop everything little. Mill 3. Not sure what he got. Doesn't look like he got much, if anything. But that's just game. Swing with your yep. Call it a day. I'm sure you have a blast mode in security or whatever. There's so many ways to lose there. But yeah, gonna go into game 2. What's up, Trios Tribe? Sorry to interrupt your scheduled Beelzemon versus Red Hybrid video, but I just really wanted to take a second and an ad break to just say thank you. At the time of recording this, we're closing in on 1.7k subscribers by the end of my first year on YouTube, and that's so dope. I can't even begin to express I did not think we would get this far in this short a time, nor did I think we would get this far in such a short time. I don't know. But this stuff is important, and I appreciate everyone showing up for the videos. We have so many views, so many watch hours, and it's just fun to talk in the comments with everybody and just be part of where I'm at in the community. And I appreciate every single one of you. And the reason we're bringing it up and the reason we're thanking everybody is because we are finally getting the community, or whatever you want to call us, or this is starting to get attention. So what does that mean? We have our official first sponsor. I don't know. We're really bad at spelling, but we got our first sponsored paid sponsorship. So like we're about to do an ad, and I really just wanted to give you guys the thank you before I started running an ad in mid video. So yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks. Here's an acorn, and let me just like move on to the sponsor real fast. I'm gonna go. Alpha Clash TCG, the superhero card game from Kickstarter, is our first channel sponsor, and like it's a really dope one in my opinion. Like who isn't? Like Marvel's all over the place, DC's all over the place. I've been a fan of superheroes since I was a kid. I played so much superheroes as a kid, and now I get to have a card game of it when my era of card games as an adult now. This was the Kickstarter game that like got instantly funded. Like it was like 10 minutes or something, and like added $400,000 of you know, backing. Like this game took off, and they have the product to prove it. They're ready to go for Walmart and Target for your Pokemon blister packs, and for us YouTubers and everybody else, like they got boxes ready for us, so they were able to send this all to us. It's just so exciting. Like I don't know, I'm stoked. It's a leader game. You got heroes versus heroes, you got villains versus villains. Like I think these are two heroes on the front right here. Here's how they look. It's just dope. Like I'm so excited, and they got all kinds of stuff planned to like develop the universe. Like they got comic books, they got graphic novels, they got I think an actual novel and a board game potentially coming out in the future. Like they're going in on making this like, you know, the universe real and full and all this cool stuff to make you like want to care. And it's I don't know, I think it's exciting. They got the first set coming out, and July 21st is the first set, the Awakening, and then they got the second set coming out in November 17th. So they're hitting the ground running. They're ready to go. They're not pulling any punches. And it's a fun game, and like I hope you guys are interested. Let me know in the comments. Let me know on social media. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on, you know, in the comments of this video. Like let me know and let them know that you want to see this game from me. All their socials will be linked below, and like I'll just put a sticky note here for you guys just because I like sticky notes. But yeah, that's the game, and let's go back to our video. I feel like the big key thing here that happened was Greymon chose not to trade, and I feel like had he chosen to trade stacks, he probably could have rebuilt in the back and then found a better line and then found his 6. You know what I mean? Like he could have started digivolving a better stack in the back. And just gone for the trade. That would have given him the time he kind of needed, because Beelzemon had already gone through so many memory gains at that point. Like we saw 2 clusters, we saw 3 clusters even, or I don't know if it's cluster, but the memory gain option, and we know like Wizardmon was in the stack, and I think there was another Wizardmon that was milled. So like we know with strong confidence that like Beelzemon is running out of like the memory gain stuff, which is really what they need to combo like most of his stuff. So if he took out the level 6, I feel like there is a reasonable chance that you will have the time to win the game after that. Like he wouldn't have gone into his X antibody, which would have not, like that was 3 checks that one body did, right? Because it burned 1 and then it did 2 checks, and then the next turn it like swung for game, right? So that was 4 different like air quotes checks that I was able to do, and he just let that happen, right? Instead of just trading bodies and then seeing where you go from there. But yeah, Impmon doing Impmon things. I think it looks like he's stuck on 4s. That's really gonna be annoying. And our Greymon player just like loses, whiffs on the Agumon X, doesn't get anything off of it. But we get to play Ty, and we get to make our little Agumon a blocker, 30k blocker, and he's going to kill it. Sheesh. So he really doesn't have 4s. His hand must be gross. That's unfortunate. And our WarGreymon player is just gonna digivolve in the back. Probably for the best. Probably not. Yeah, like stay in the front, stay in the back, safe. If your Beelzemon is stuck on anything, then it's probably because they're flooded on like, you know, options that are gonna kill you. So you need to play as safe as you need to keep your snack as safe as possible. Jesus. And I think this is an easy level 6, right? Easy WarGreymon. Yeah. Digivolve, swing 2 checks. He's got blocker and +1k, so he's like a million K right now. He's not dying to nothing. He's got +2 from Agumon. And then, yep, another Agumon search. Takes the, didn't quite see. Man, when you're searching, put it on the table. Let everybody see. Man, we record these. Christ. So Beelzemon being found his 4, but does he have even? He doesn't even have a 5 actually. So he's gonna waste another spell card to kill the. I think it has to be lowest level at that point, right? Or is it like based starts at level? I think that's the one that starts at level 3, and then for every 10 it goes up. But he clearly hasn't set up anything this game, so it's just killing level 3s. We're building our second stack in the back, kind of suboptimal. He got the Greymon, nice. Now the option, now the idea is, do we swing or do we not swing? And he chose not to swing, so he chose to keep a blocker up just in case our Beelzemon player decides to get like fancy with it. But we're not getting fancy with it. We're just going into hard playing Entmon. That might be a misplay. Like, you probably should have just played one of your options to like strip, like get past, get beyond the protection that Wargrey has here, because all you just did is just give Wargrey a target to raid and give you 2 checks. Now that Wargrey does 2 checks, so you gave your opponent like, and see now this Rival's Barrage probably would have, it kills the highest, right? So yeah, he would have been able, like, this body would have been cleared, and then he doesn't lose here, and then he would suddenly have time to answer back. He gives up, or doesn't really give up, but shows his hand that he was just Giga Bricked. But it's nice going to game 3. I don't know. I mean, like, it's nice seeing that, in my opinion, the top 2 decks of the format, like, go to game 3, be able to trade blows. But like seeing Entmon break there, like, I don't think, like, other than that minor like nuance at the end where he played an Entmon instead of just like trying, like, getting rid of, stripping the protection essentially from the level 6, like I don't know, like, people argue that like, oh, Beelzemon's not tier 0 based on like they use numbers, right? They're like, oh, tournament results, like Beelzemon's only X% of the topping results, hence it's not tier 0. And for me, like, I feel like maybe like people just don't they understand, they're just choosing to like not like ignore this part of the facts, but like, not facts, but like, I'm sounding meaner than I really want to be, but like, I just don't feel like, I feel like tier 0 means something else in Digimon, because as you just saw, any deck can lose. It's not about any deck can win anymore. We're still like, this is still Digimon, so like, it's not that any deck can win, any deck can lose. Like Beelzemon, I feel like this could have been, like, in my opinion, Dan Vang or Tyler from D or GFG or any of those names, or like Mario even, like, and like, I don't think that the Beelzemon, like, they could have played out of this game. Like, I don't think they would have won this game, right? And so like, with that knowledge, like, you just lose sometimes. So like, for a tier 0, like, if you're gonna use like topping results as the representation of like if you're tier 0 or not, like, it just doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, Digimon's a different game. This isn't Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Greymon or Entmon swings, mills a bunch, and then we play our thing to kill Greymon. It's fine. I mean, you're building up a strong stack in the back. We're gonna play Tamer. We're gonna pass turn. Ooh, like, what did we talk about giving our opponent's targets to swing at? Oh, but this is the wrong Wargreymon or Greymon X. So being put onto 1 is pretty bad. What does Greymon do here? He's just gonna play another smart. All right, I like that. Now he guarantees. Oh, that's a risky swing again. He's gonna do a game 1 and 3, and it's dead. Does he have 20? No, he doesn't have 20. So he doesn't get the Beelzemon from grave, or maybe he doesn't. Is it 10? I always forget the condition. I think he has to have 20 to get the on deletion, and then a Beelzemon has to be in grave, of course, which I think he has one. I think it was in the beginning. Ugh. But now our Greymon player is just overjoyed with the situation. Doesn't see an optimal level 5 though. That's depressing. He's swinging for big, as I like to call it. Swinging for big, doesn't matter. Oh, but gives him a tamer. Yikes. BlackWarGreymon. Wow, okay. Unsuspend, kill it. No. Does the Beelzemon not pop out? Maybe I missed something. I'm counting 20 at the time. Maybe it wasn't exactly 20, so he doesn't get the Beelzemon to pop out. He's gonna warp. Beelzemon warp. Gain the memory back. 1, 2. Gain some more memory. Nice. So he's loaded. What is this? This is 25. He's pushing 30 now. 1, 2, 3, 15, 20. Oh no, he's got 25, so now he's working his way towards 30. He swung, but he has blocker and the Wargrey X, so he's just huge. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Oh, he redirected it. He didn't even block it. Oh, gross. Oh, so we're just fumbling this last game from Beelzemon. Rivals Barrage gets milled. And then... oh my god, he's getting all his memory. Oh, holy moly. What am I looking at? He's got 1 card left. It's still his turn. He can't swing. He played that this turn. Oh no. Can he get... he can't even get rid of... no, he can't even get rid of the BlackWarGreymon. So he's going to... okay, yeah, he's going to do what I said last game. And strip to... get rid of the protection now in case something happens, which it's just what you gotta do, man. Our Greymon's gonna be building his second stack. He's more than happy to just sit where he is, right? He probably does have to swing to get full value out of this stack, but we'll see how it goes. Greymon into oh, Hades Force. Oh wow, now this is a play. He's going to be able to Hades Force everything away, swing because Hades Force says you can, and it's gonna be 1 check, and then unsuspend, kill the Beelzemon. Oh my god. This is why I hate this deck, dude. Oh my god, he just left his opponent with nothing. I'm like, no response. Yeah, he just gives up. Like what can you do? You I mean, to be fair, you milled out. You're milled out. There's no coming back. He was probably talking out like some play that he saw that I didn't, but it be this way. Yeah, like, share, subscribe. See you guys next time. Enjoy the Squirrel. Thanks for always the support. I always appreciate the support. You guys are wonderful people, and extra wonderful people that get to the end to listen to this, so I appreciate everything you guys do. Thank you.